Hi everybody, it's me, Carrie, your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Just getting my tablet ready, and hopefully all is well. Oh, it looks good so far. Let us see if it keeps letting me. Oh, it's being weird. Okay, there we go. Hopefully. All right, yay. All right, so I am here. I first wanted to do a quick thank you. My birthday is tomorrow. We're celebrating my birthday tomorrow. My father-in-law's birthday is on Monday, and my husband's birthday is on the 3rd. So the whole Beglow side is getting together. So anyway, just wanted to say thank you for a couple of really fun cards. A couple of them are not handcrafted, but they deserve a hello, right? I mean, look how sweet. Very sweet. And then some handcrafted cards that are just, look at this one. Isn't that great? So fun. Just cute, cute, cute. Here's another one that has a belly band. I don't do a lot of belly bands because I find my people rip them open. But, oh, and then this one lifts up here. So, cute. Here's another one that's got a fun look to it. Look how simple and clean that is. I mean, it's busy, but black and white. Very classic. And then the inside. She did the inside. And then this is from my sweet friend who loves me. I just adore her. So, okay. So, also a shout out to a couple of you sent gifts. I appreciate that. Especially my dear friend Jan. It's somewhere else, but she sent me the cutest little Luna charm from Harry Potter while she was in, I forget where, but she travels a lot, so she was in another country and found it for me. How sweet. So anyway, okay, so today we're going to talk about something interesting. We're going to talk about online exclusives. Now, this is something fairly new from Stampin' Up! They are having some things that are not available in the catalog. They're only available online. So when you go to my website, MemoryINKers.com, excuse me, that's going to take you to my Stampin' Up! Website, and you'll be able to see all of the things. I want to say that they're under kits, but if you look for online exclusives in the little search bar, it's going to show you all the things that you're looking for. Several of you have been asking me about the Nested Friends suite, or dies and stamps and dies. That's where you find that. It is now an online exclusive. So let me see if I have that. I don't think I have it handy, but I will look real quick because I know I was just using it because it's so cute. Nope, it's not handy. I'm sorry. But anyway, so that one is also online. There's quite a few that are online. But today we're going to talk about the Irresistible Blooms. This is one of the first online exclusives that they came out with. It's this great stamp set with these awesome dies. So you guys have seen it before, but I wanted to show you a really fun pop-up card. So we're going to do that today. So all the information is right here. So zoom in on your screen. If you want the suite includes the stamps and the dies, which you can also get just as by themselves as a bundle for $54. The suite includes these two, the designer series paper. So I use it a lot. So I only have this piece left of this one. So let me zip through these. We're going to be using this one today. I'm going to be using a few of them, I think. And then this one we're using today. So I just want to see how they're the same but different. I like that. So you have options. This one too, same but different. It's another one. And these two, same but different. Okay, so it comes with and there's 48 of these. And then the suite also comes with the loose frosted dots. These you would put on with your mini glue dots or just a little dab of your liquid glue. Okay. So that's everything that's in the suite for $74. But I do want to point out that as of January 1st, the designer series paper is going to be 15% off. And that does include the Irresistible 6x6 paper. Instead of $12.50, it's going to be $10.62. So if you really decide you like this set and you want some of that designer series paper, I would wait until June 1st and nab it while it's on sale, because sale is the good price, right? That's the one we want to use all the time. And there's 13 different designer series papers that are on sale. There's very few that are not. One of the things I noticed is that the color families are not included in the sale. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't have an answer for you. But this Masterfully Made, oh, love that paper. Anyway, so there you go. That is on, you'll be able to see that on my website June 1st. So one of the things that we are going to be using today, and I've pre-cut a lot of stuff for you guys. We're going to be using this cool die. This die, this edge does not cut out the circle. And a lot of people get confused by that. It does not. It stays attached. And I started trimming it apart, but I wanted to show you this was connected by a lot of these circles. Okay, so all I'm going to do is, and I didn't want to do them all on camera because I'm already going to mess up a little bit. I think you guys watch me. You just take your snips and just complete the circle, and don't panic if your circle isn't perfect. You know how I feel about perfection. One thing I have learned is this is going to be in your way, so snip it off. And then you can kind of see, like I can see that that's not a very good circle. So I'm just going to take a minute and just nip it a little bit, just to get it a little bit better. It's still not going to be perfect, but that's pretty good, right? I should probably zoom for you guys. I'm sorry. Here we go. So now you can see it a little bit better. Now here's a close-up of me screwing up, cutting a circle out of this. And you do want to hold on to it because this is pretty loosey-goosey. So take your time. See, I got a little nubby. So I'm going to flip that over. I've got a few little nubbies. And again, I'm just doing little snips to get it. It's almost a circle. Perfection is overrated. And I promise if you're not making a video, you will probably do better at trimming these. Okay, so there we go. So now we have that. I'm going to go back down. There we go. All right. So I pre-cut that. And then out of the designer series paper, I cut some leaves. And you can see it's from the back of the paper. Some of the flowers. I use the my favorite stylish shapes. I used these circles, the two bigger ones, to cut out a piece of the designer series paper and some cardstock in I think this is soft seafoam. Yep, soft seafoam. I think those are the two biggest. Yep, they are. Okay. So I've pre-cut a bunch of stuff. I did want to show you guys this one. This one comes out like so. Oh, there's a piece there missing. So you can see it's like you can cut it apart, but that's what it looks like when it comes off. My suggestion is always put sticker paper on the back of it. Okay, then you just take your time. I think you guys have seen me use this, so but I wanted to show you guys again that that is how this die works. Okay, all right. So this is a card I got in a swap, and I'm going to be showing you some more of the swap cards at the end of this video. So hang out and you can see more ideas to play with. But it's really cute. You write your sentiment there, and then it pops up. Isn't that nice? And then it can stand on your table but this is A2 size, so you can put it in an envelope and mail it. Pretty cool, right? Okay, so I've cut all of my pieces, including some, this is the soft sea foam. This is a regular piece, 5.5 by 8.5, just like I was going to make a card, right? But we're not going to fold it like that. And then I cut 4 pieces of Pretty and Peacock, and they are, I'm sorry, I forgot. They are 1 7/8, so 1 7/8 by 5, I think, and 1/8. Let me make sure. Nope, 5 1/4. 5. Nope, 5 1/8. Okay, so 1 7/8 by 5 1/8. So I cut 4 of those. I cut one piece of basic white, and it is 1 3/4 by 5. Okay? And that will go on there. And then I took this very pretty designer series paper, and I have it in order so I don't forget, and I cut it the same as the basic white. So let me make sure I've got these right. You go over here. There. Okay, so there we go. And then my other pieces. So I am going to, before I forget, I'm going to start putting things together, and then I'm going to show you how to score. Or maybe I'll score first. I will score first, everybody. So let me move some of this stuff out of my way. All right. So if you've got the scoring score tool, that is really awesome to use, but you know your paper trimmer does come with a score. So now this was something that took me a few minutes to figure out what the heck did she do. I assumed that it was 2 inches. Hers is slightly larger than 2 inches. It's 2 1/4. But her pieces here are different. So I hope that I figured this out right, and that mine are, I want to double check. I think mine are smaller. No, they're not. Okay. I played with this. I'm not kidding with you. I kept measuring. So we're all going to hope that I do this right. All right. So I'm going to score it at 1 1/8, or 2 1/8. All right. So there's my score tool. So everybody hold your breath. So I'm going to go to 2 1/8. And I'm going to score. Then I'm going to find the score line, which I don't know if you guys can see it. And I'm going to go to 2 1/8 and hope that I'm lining it up right. This would be better on my scoring tool, I think, honestly. I can't see. All right, we're going to hope that that's correct. I should have marked it. That would have been easier. And then I'm going to go again. And I'm going to try and get this to where I can see it a little bit better. 2 1/8. And then, see, this was why I didn't think that was right. 1 minute. I'll be back. I knew that didn't seem right to me. I kept trying to figure out how she did that. So I don't know if it's that measuring thing. So I'm just going to do 2 inches. And we're going to hold our breath on this. Okay, you guys? Everybody breathe in and breathe out. You are watching your favorite, not perfect demonstrator, Carrie Beglow. I don't know if I said that. Hi, I'm Carrie Beglow from Farmington Hills, Michigan. I'm not sure if I did my little spiel. So I'm doing it at 2, 4, 6, and 8. And then I don't want to pull my arm thing out, so I'm just going to go over here to the 1/2 inch because that's going to put me at the 2-inch line with this score. So go right there. Okay. And I just realized I forgot to cut something, so where did I throw that piece of... I tossed it aside. Oh, there it is. I need a little piece of this, which I forgot. So I'm going to cut that at 1 inch. And see, I need the little mechanism on the inside. See this little mechanism here? I need a couple of pieces for that. And they are about 1 inch. So I'm going to go to toss that aside. And then now I have two 1 inch little squares. All right. Which I am then going to score at 1/2. And again. Okay, now I have all of my pieces. All right, so I'm going to grab my bone folder and I'm going to start folding. This is so light, it's very hard for me to see my score lines, but I'll figure it out. So this is my little 1/2 inch. This is where we're going to attach it together. Okay, so there we go. So now I'm going to take some tear and tape and I'm going to put it along this piece right here so that it holds really well together. And I'm putting it pretty close to the score line because I don't want it to have gaposis once it's put together, if that makes sense to you. So I'm just going to leave that on there for now while I decorate the others. So what I know is that this I want to be in the back when it stands up. I want it to be back here. Okay? So I'm going to put my writing panel on this piece because this is going to be the front. You following me? Nobody's commenting. At least I'm not seeing it here. So hopefully that all makes sense to you guys. So now I'm going to start putting these little pieces together. So my glue is almost out on this one. So keep a little straight pin here. I use these things until you literally would have to cut them open to get any more adhesive out of them because I love them. And honestly, if you use that, if you try that straight pin technique, little tip, you can get a lot more out. I was surprised at how much I could get out by just using that little tip. So there is my first one. And I want this one to go over here by the fold. So I'm just going to kind of center it between the score lines and the top and the bottom. So there's that. Then I want to put on all of my flowers. Now I know I had an order for them, so I'm going to watch my order. Okay. So I'm going to start with this one. You see why I pre-cut stuff? Because, I mean, even this is, this can be tedious to watch somebody repetitively doing this kind of stuff. And I know it's a holiday weekend. You guys have things to do. Probably planning for a big picnic or something. I can see I did not cut this very evenly, but it's okay. You know how I feel about perfection, so the person who gets it should probably still like it, even if it is not perfect. They are cut very close though, because I wanted them to fit inside that small section. There we go. Oops. So does anybody have any big plans for the holiday? I already told you that we are getting together for the birthdays. It's really nice to have my father-in-law up here. He lived in Florida for many, many, many years. In fact, he and his wife, my husband's stepmother, used to have a summer place up here where they would come up and live on a lake in this little, like, trailer. It was a nice trailer, but it was still, you know, it was right on a little lake, and it was really nice. And then as they got older, they decided to stay in Florida. And then when she passed, they started staying here. Or they started staying in Florida. So we didn't get to see them as often as we would like. All right, so these are all my pieces. Now I want to put them onto my card box front. I'm not really sure what to call this. A box card? Let's call it that. Somebody probably named it. Whoever invented this idea probably named it. I've seen them for a while. Now your only trick here is you want it to be centered between your folds, but you kind of want to try to be even with the one next to it. Okay? You will probably see it a little better if you do this standing up. I am sitting at the moment, so hopefully mine will not be too far off. Yeah! Love when that happens. Said nobody ever. Okay. And the last one. Okay, so now I have all of my panels on, right? So what I'm going to do is, now I could have, if I'd have been thinking ahead, which I might still be able to do it. Let me see. Let me see if I can squeeze these in. If the liquid glue has not yet dried, I can maybe, oh, I can, look at that. And I want to get this right to the fold. So I want it to even up with the fold, and we're going to do that with the other one too. And I want them to line up, so I'm going to slide it under here, line it up with this one so that they kind of are sort of together. There's going to be a little bit of space, but kind of together. Don't want too much space. I kind of want them as close as possible so that when I put my card base on it, see, when I put this on, it will fit on there. Does that make sense to you? So I am going to put a little tear and tape on these for the centerpiece, mostly because I want it to stick quickly. I don't want to have to try to hold that in place during the video. The liquid glue would probably work fine like it is on the inside, because you know liquid glue is very loosey-goosey. When you first start it, it looks like I froze. Let me see. Okay, I think you guys are still seeing me, but my tablet is frozen. Hold on. Well, I'm not seeing any comments anyway, so hopefully, I don't know why you guys are so quiet. It's got to be the holiday weekend. You're all just too busy. You're all watching while you're making your potato salad or something, I think. That's what's going on. All right, so now I want to start putting these pieces together. So I am going to stamp on this one. So from the stamp set, I pulled out Hooray, It's Your Day, and the Pretty in Peacock, which is this background color, and this color, Pretty in Peacock. And I got all these colors from the color of the colors in the designer series paper. And I am going to just stamp that near the bottom here. So now I've got that right there. I want to adhere this onto, I debated on using this this side of it because I really do. I love this circle side. And I did consider stamping right on that just because it's fun. So you could do that. And then I'm just centering then. Again, these are cut with the Stylish Shapes dies. Okay, now this is a tricky little bugger. I'm only going to put glue on some of these circles. So I'm going to take a look at it and see there, because it's not like a perfect circle. So I'm going to mostly worry about these inner circles, and I'm not going to worry about these outer circles, if that makes sense to you. And I'm just going to put a little dot on each of these, if it lets me. There we go. Just to get it to hold on. And pardon my head. There we go. Okay, so there's that. All right, now I am going to attach it to here before I do anything else. I'm going to go ahead and attach it so that I can decide how it's going to fit, because I don't want to go way up over either end with my adding on of stuff. So I am going to, I'll just use my snips because I don't know where my Take Your Pick tool is. So I'm taking potato salad and macaroni salad to our picnic tomorrow. But y'all know I'm a good cook, but I don't like to. So I bought it. That's right. Comes in its own little container. I don't have to even pack it. How many of you make homemade potato salad? Okay, I'm seeing some writing. Oh, thank you, Chris. I can kind of see it. It's like my thing went dark, and I think it's probably because my battery's running low on it, and I can't plug it in. Let me see. Hang on, girls. Yeah, it makes it hard because then it's on the bottom. Oh, look, yep, that's what it was. It needed charging. All right. So, all right, so now I have that, right? So now I'm going to put on some flowers, and I can pop these up, which I think I may do, but I am going to take these leaves and not pop them up, and they are going to go right there. I know that I don't want them to hang over, so I'm just going to hold that for a second. And then I am going to take some dimensionals, and I have grabbed my black dimensionals. Now this is just designer series paper, so if you wanted to make it super strong, you might want to add it to some cardstock. But I think it'll be fine. So I'm going to pop this one up here. Put it right there. Then this one is going to be on the writing side. Okay, so I'm going to wait and do that after we put the whole card together. But I'm going to add another leaf, and I am just going to go and put a little adhesive on there and stick it right there. All right, now here is a fun tip for you. In order to get this to close where you want it to close, you're going to fold it with just one tab over and the tear and tape edge, okay? Looks a little bit crooked to me, so I'm going to try and straighten that out a little bit. And then you're going to take this side and just fold it over. Voila, okay? Now, like I said, I want to put something on here. So, again with the leaves. Now, I'm not putting any adhesive here because I don't want it to stick to this side, or else it will not fold. And I don't want it to go up over that, or it won't fit in my envelope, right? But I wanted to leave enough space to write. And I'm not putting dimensions on this one. You could but I am not, simply because I just wanted to mail a little bit flatter. It is going to go in the mail. So I'm going to hold that for just a second. So now you see you've got the back and the front. And it's a great surprise because look, that's a pretty card. But then when they can pop it up and stand it, it's just beautiful. And if you wanted to add some of the, where did I put them? The cute little gems that go with this. I hid them. That's my way. It would look really cute with a few of those stuck on. Now that's really going to bug me. So, hey there. So if you wanted to add some of these, that could be done very easily. So I'm just going to set them on here for now. But you can see how cute they would look. And you could do a variety of colors so that you have them all representative. Well, that's upside down, but you get the idea. But see how cute it can look with just some gems on it. So I'm not adding them on today because I'll have to wait a little bit. So maybe I'll add some when I take the picture. But I hope you guys like it. Isn't it cool? I think it's so, so cute. And here's the one I copied. So you can see this is a little more subtle. Mine's a little more out there, but that's my way. And she did not, she put a little bit of ink, you know, some stamping on this. So that's also attractive. But I would love to have this sitting on my counter for my birthday. And it's constantly a birthday thing. Thank you, Chris. Okay, so now as promised, I'm going to show you a couple more samples of cards that I got in a swap with this Irresistible Suite. So I have quite a few. So I'm just going to show you very quickly. I think I will stand so I can hold them up a little higher. And I'll give you just a minute so that if you want to pause and do a screenshot, you can. Now we were asked to use the suite. So you'll see, I mean, this is some gold foil, but basically everything on these cards, except for the card bases, are from the suite. This is one of our backgrounds that's available in the Background Basics, which is also an online item. And in fact, it's 3. So you got the polka dots, you've got the little flowers, and then you have this textured. So in case you were wondering about those, here is another, whoops, cute card. I love black and pink, and she did a little on the inside too. Here's another fun fold. Cute. There you go. Look at how simple with just some white leaves. It's very cute. This one opens that way. Look how pretty that is on the inside. That's just really pretty. Okay, so there's that one. Here's another one. Told you I had a lot of them. This one that she used vellum with this dotted one, so that gave it a different look. This is one of those bookbinding cards. Oops. This one's quite a few layers. It's really thick when you hold it. It's pretty. It's pretty, and she did a nice job on the inside too. And then here you go. There's this one. Now I'd love to tell you who all these people are, but we were instructed to not put, they put their names like on a business card, but when I pull them all out of the envelopes, I lose the business card. But anyway, here is today's. Again, if you want to shop for this, it's an online exclusive. It's the Irresistible Blooms Suite. Hold that kind of down for you. And you can shop at MemoryINKers.com. But remember that the Designer Series paper goes on sale June 1st, which is just in a few days. So, but if you do, there will be a new hostess code for June. But if you're shopping in May, that is the hostess code. All right. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful Memorial weekend if you're in the United States. If you are somewhere else, just enjoy your short weekend while us in America take Monday off. Okay. See ya. Bye.